Hi, I'm Steph Ritz. Welcome to day 26 of our 30-day writing challenge. Today's question is, what truth can you brag? So, what's little in your eyes is often awe-inspiring in your community and your tribe's eyes. They had no clue that what you did, they could do for themselves too. It's merely making a choice to move forward. So what is it that you can brag about? What truth does no one know about because you feel like you're bragging? You're not just telling the truth. You're not just sharing with someone who doesn't know you, doesn't know what you've experienced, doesn't know you from anyone, and wants to feel what you felt. How can you invite them into the experience and brag a little bit? Just claim your credibility. So when I look at this, the first thing that comes forward to me is return on intention. Yes, your return on investment is very important, but you can't get that without setting an intention. So helping my clients get extraordinary results with their ROI, their return on intention, has been one of the specialties that I've had. Now, let me tell you, I am not money driven. I am, if I could give this away every single day, I would. However, I have a life and a house and a couple things that need paid for, and money helps me deliver to you even better. So when I look back at my clients, I had a client come to me that said that her number one goal was to be able to heal as many people as possible. She came to me to write a website, and after our work together, she went from talking to a couple hundred people every few months to an online radio audience of 100,000 people. Same thing, I did a voice rebrand for a corporation that was so distinct and so clear that it was actually written up in Wikipedia. So I can go and find their brand, including their voice brand, online, even though I can't talk about who it was, which corporation I was working for. And then you take other people like Alan Torres, who's in this group, who hired me for one session, cut his prices, raised his rates by two. So he doubled what he is asking and immediately enrolled someone that is extraordinarily perfect fit and was able to self-select into his work. Then there's other people, like a ghostwriting client that I have named Kev. Kev hired me to come do a one-on-one 5-day retreat with him in the Redwoods. And what it turned into was he had 3 very separate businesses, and they were all being run by different people. The only common denominator was that all 3 businesses, their websites had been built by the same designer. Other than that, you couldn't tell that the brands were related. And so what we did was that we branded him the captain of all of these 3 businesses. We created a voice key, so there's a universal language that any of the people working in the businesses, putting up the blog content, writing, posting, sharing, whatever they're doing, there's a universal language for everyone to use that is pre-approved by the person that's being represented. And he is the one that came to me and said, I cannot believe how helpful that phraseology key is going to be. So thank you, Steph. And will you come back? So I'm heading back up to do some more work with him for his team and to train his community on what it means to write to convert and how that shows up on your website, and how do you write your signature talk? How do you create a story, a positioning story for yourself that's going to last longer than 2 days, longer than 6 months, but be something that you're growing into for the next 10 years. And then I have clients that I worked with 10 years ago that are coming to me saying, oh my gosh, we're finally there. I've grown into it all, right? At times they can make me feel like a failure. When years ago I set 5 massive plans for a 5-year goal. And 3 of those pieces are done. 2 of them are in progress. Everything is happening. But yeah, I can feel like I'm failing at times. It was a 5-year plan, Steph, and you're doing it. And what you're doing had such vision back then that it is exactly where you're going now. Now that's something to brag about, right? That's something to brag about, that I knew myself so well that I just knew I needed time to step into it, and I could design something like that for me. And it's awesome that I get to do the same thing for clients who year after year after year still see the results from the work that we did. That's just my truth. That's not me bragging. That's not my ego talking. That's just where they've been and where they are now and the feedback that they've given me. it's just what I've done. And I know that you guys have done a lot too. So what is it that you just did that doesn't seem like anything to you, but is truly extraordinary to the person on the other side that hasn't even taken the first step on that path to seeing what they see in you? So how can you claim? How can you brag? What is it that we don't know about you, but would really change our understanding of who you are at a very, very deep level? Again, I'm Steph Ritz. Give a like, give a comment, and write.